this is Lorena, and I wanted to do a long arm quilting work day. We're not upstairs, we're down here. I was editing a video and I figured that some pieces were missing. They're fighting over No! Don't go back there! I'm gonna send you outside. And this is the purple quilt that I'm showcasing. If I could go ahead and embroider the information of the quilt, who made it, when it was made, and who long-armed it on the back fabric. So in a way, on the back fabric, you're embroidering the label without putting on a label. And I said yes, but the issue with that, keep in mind, when you do this for a client, if you misspell anything and you embroider it and then quilt it, it's a whole thing to fix. But as long as you check the spelling and make sure that you embroidered it right, it should be perfectly fine. Well, the reason you would want to do this is that you know that this quilt will never lose its label. It's part of the quilt, it's part of the identity of the quilt, and that's why you would want to embroider the information on the back fabric. So today I'm working on, been working on a lot of stuff. I've been so busy as I'm kind of losing my mind. In this workday, my friend who's been helping me, I did this quilting to bless her and thank her for all the help that she's been doing. She asked me if it would be okay for her to put the label before we long-armed it. A lot of times the long-armer will long-arm the quilt and then the client will put the label on the quilt. And I'm going to, she put a label here. Let me see. Went ahead and put her label already on. And that is a sweet label. So I'm gonna put this label on the top so I know where to put the quilt, because sometimes you have issues with take up, and I want to make sure that the quilt is sitting perfectly on the label. She also added this pretty back on it, and it's on the horizontal, and so I have decided to put this back fabric backwards. And the reason is I want to make sure I catch that label. So we're going to start quilting the design on this side. I think we may pick a design that's multi-directional so it doesn't affect, I don't have to worry about reversing the, when you do a label this way, the label ends up on the quilt forever and the label will never come off. Another way of doing this is a client asked me the other day to embroider on the back fabric, and if I embroidered on the back fabric, I make sure that the label is on the top right side of the quilt. This is kind of backwards. This is the bottom right, left side of the quilt if you flip it, depending on how you put it. See right here that this is where the label is. So we need to make sure that the batting goes to this point and that she has room to do the binding. But I'm gonna make sure that the quilt top is sitting perfectly around this label. And that's why we're doing that. That's why it's put on, this is called the pickup bar. That's why it's put on the pickup bar backwards.
Yes.
You want puppies?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you have a different design?
Mm-mm.
So here you see the label. And I'm gonna put my batting probably like 2 inches away from the label. And I'm gonna, do you want me to use this as the, or are you okay? Do you want me to go all the way up? You Okay. Okay. Earlier I was checking to make sure that she had enough back fabric. So this is going to be about maybe 3 inches away, maybe 4. And we can measure it. 4.5? From the label, it'll be 3 inches away. Are you okay with that? And then this is gonna be right, I think this is 2 inches right here. 2 inches away. Here. Upright, some are backwards. This is a multi-directional quilt. The top could be the bottom could be the top. It doesn't matter. But we wanna make sure that the label is hitting right where she wants it. We're also gonna pick a design. I'm gonna go ahead and stitch this down. I also checked the back fabric to make sure she had enough back fabric because she added this piece here. So I'm gonna roll her a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and tack her down. Fabric. Manhandle the quilt. So this is what we're gonna quilt on there. Look how beautiful the quilting is. Yeah, really pretty. All right, let's flip it. Which is the top?
It doesn't matter because the spools are, well, I would say, is this the one?
It honestly looks like it's a square.
Yeah.
You see me a bit sweaty because I was cleaning, so that just, you know, don't. Those are the quilts that I did on the 24-hour live, and I now have to do a whole bunch of binding, and it's all good. I think, no, I haven't even, maybe we got one, I got one binding done, but I put binding on 4 quilts, so we're working on it. So I really love you and support you. I really love you and thank you for supporting me in this channel, and I appreciate you. And I'm going to start doing this a couple lives, so get ready to see this sweet little face more often live streaming, and pray for me that it works out. All right, bye.